Hi again, this is Daniel Ritchie of PD Howler, and we're going to be showing some particle features. Philip has been covering the particle system in some detail, but we're going to use one of the features that hasn't been shown yet, which is ForceFields. If you click on this button here that says FF on it, it'll bring up this ForceField panel. And this is a tool that lets you create a sort of a vector field that modifies the trajectory of particles and makes them do interesting things. It can be used both as a drawing tool and as an animation tool. I'm going to be using it as a drawing tool right now, so I'm going to enable the particle system, and you can see it has some effect on that, but not very much. So I'm going to bring up the power. You can see it's having more of an effect now, and there's also a force drag parameter. And you can see now, using that force drag, the particles adhere more to this underlying image, and you can work with both the power and the force drag to get a good combination of what works and what doesn't. Now there's an awful lot you can do with this, some of it even useful. For example, creating a sketch-like effect or something to that effect, but it would be a matter of working with the particles. I'm going to reduce the number of emissions per particle, and that'll just give me a single particle per every time I move this mouse. A single particle will be emitted, and I'm going to increase the lifespan of the particle a significant amount, say 500. See how that works. As you can see now, it's going through and sort of drawing on top of this image. I'm going to clear this, and it will keep that in memory, that force field that we've created. And now, as you see, as I draw over that, we're getting interesting results. And remember, anything you can do with the particle system, you can do with this. And you have to use your imagination for what this is for. Changes to shrink line, or just a bigger width. There's a lot more you can do with it. Change grades, you get color schemes, and just any number of things you can. And all these are still in effect as well. The ability of particles to fill the mouse, and it'll kind of blend between that force field and mouse motion. As you can see, as I move around, it's also following the motion of my mouse, but it is also adding to that underlying particle system. There are other parameters you can also work with, changing the number of splits. Might be interesting to work with. Yeah, so it's getting quite busy now. Changing the opacity of the particles might be interesting. Let's see. There we go. Becoming more of a drawing tool at this point. And again, changing the colors. You could just make this black and use it just like it was a sketching tool. Just by changing this opacity. Let's do that again. As you can see now, it's sort of like like somebody went and scribbled that. And again, changing these various parameters will have a significant effect on that. Also, there are some other drawing modes using the hue as a vector field instead of the contour, or using the value as that vector field instead of the contour will give you different results. And it can be, depending on the image you're working on, it can be preferable to use that, but I'm going to stick with the contour for now. Or you could even use a mix of different effects. And again, changing that force drag will make your particles adhere more to your underlying image. I'm starting to get some interesting results here. Very peculiar. But this could be an art form all by itself. You could also use that fade last action that we like so much to make it to gray it out a bit, and then go in and add another layer of that, and give it a few of those for that matter. And it would be a matter of using your imagination to see all the types of things you can do with these force fields. And that's just one more feature in PD Howler for your experimentation.